It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is... We'll see the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler. Greg Anthony, and our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Now, here's Maxey. In the corner, George with it. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. So tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the... going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
Maxey on the wing. Can't get it to fall.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie. In the corner, George with it. Sinks the triple. George has got 5.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
And Jim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Brunson.
Number 5.
Paul George grabs the miss. Maxey, that's a 2-pointer. Stolen by Brunson. Pass to Towns. From downtown. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Here's Maxey. The Knicks pull it in. Brunson outside. Down low. Here's Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And you want to talk about game time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Embiid with the steal. Here's George. It's Grimes on the wing. And Philadelphia with another turnover here.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Knicks making a switch here. And so it's New York with it, trailing by 5. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first. Bridges, no one around him. And the Knicks miss again. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected picks.
And Quentin Grimes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Now here's Brunson. Bridges, right side. To the inside. And slam dunk by Watford.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Oubre outside. Shoots over Bridges. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
Here's Maxey. After Mikal Bridges' bucket. Maxey. Oh, offensive interference. Knicks trailed by 7. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Clarkson. Out to Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 3. Tries again. And that one is off. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead.
New York, 8.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Robinson, that's good.
And and he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Knicks shooting their first free throw this game. And that one misses. And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Back to Oubre. The 76ers need to get off a shot. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And the three off target. Here's Clarkson. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, incredible effort from Clarkson on that play. Willing to give everything to make it an N1 opportunity.
The Knicks shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Pass to Embiid. Oubre outside. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And so here is New York. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Now McBride. Nothing on the board. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And Craig, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
Brunson on the move. Anunoby, good.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Embiid, no good. And the Knicks with possession. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Kevin?
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
Anunoby outside. McBride. That one's rebounded by Embiid. And you talk about physical dominance combined with skill. Tim, at his peak, where does Joel Embiid rank?
Well, Kevin, I'm not sure we've ever seen a 7-footer with this combination of power and three-point shooting touch. Injuries really are the only thing that have slowed him down.
Maxey with it. Scoreless thus far. Embiid in the corner. Outside Edwards. Kicks it out for Maxey. Here's Embiid. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid hard to deny.
Brunson outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Back to George. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Bridges with the steal. Back to Brunson. 30 seconds left to play in the first half. 6 to shoot. screen by Hart. Fires for three, and the Knicks miss again. The 76ers trail. Dash to Edgecombe. Here's Bona. Now, here's George. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. It's all tied in Philadelphia. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And the Knicks with possession here. And Hart has it in the corner. Here's Brunson. That one's rebounded by Embiid. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time? And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Embiid wide open. The quick look, no good that time. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. The lead is 2.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Back to Embiid. Bridges with the steal. Now here's Brunson. 9 points in the game so far. Towns down low. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Bridges with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. And so here is New York.
Now in for Philadelphia, number 5.
From deep, Brunson. Excellent D there from George.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
And here's Brunson. Hart, wide open. He fires. Offline with his three. Pass to Embiid.
Watching foul call. Jalen Brunson. First personal foul. Second team foul. Now in for Philadelphia, number 9, Kelly.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Grimes with the bucket.
Continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
The Knicks with the lead. Brunson with it. George picks him up. And it's Brunson missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Here's Brunson. 9 points in the game so far.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Embiid with the steal. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. And he goes big with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
And go back to the steal by Embiid. That ignited the break. And Joel's length is such a factor defensively.
Inside. Embiid with the steal. Here's the three. Shot by Grimes. No good. Knicks trail by 3. Anunoby has the open look. They get it again. Out to Bridges. Brunson fires from way outside. And the Knicks miss again.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
A nice time from Embiid. The big man showing off his vision there.
Bridges outside. Pass to Brunson. Here's Towns. And the Knicks miss again.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it work.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one.
Now the 76ers with it. A 12-0 run right now and counting. And stolen by Hart. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one.
New York, 30.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's McCain. Pass to Grimes. Off target from outside. Knicks trailed by 3. Clarkson outside. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Coming up to the floor for your Sixers.
Now the 76ers with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Oubre on the wing. Pass to Embiid. From the arc. Grimes with the bucket. Grimes has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to deal.
Clarkson on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Part of what makes Clarkson a threat on every possession, he can do it inside, outside, anywhere on the floor.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Brunson. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. McCain gets a wide open look. Nails the corner 3. And the 76ers lead by 7. A shot by Clarkson, no good. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Here's Embiid. Brunson with it. Maxey covering. Now Towns. Cleared away by McCain. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. Stolen by Robinson. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Jalen Brunson. Trying again. And it misses. Philadelphia leading by 5. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Both teams deciding to change it up. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. And Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Here's Town. Another shot. And the layup is off. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now, Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. Embiid fires. And there's the 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
The 76ers leading by 6. Here's Maxey.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the strike.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. And stolen by Maxey. Cleared away by Hart. Brunson. It's Brunson at point-blank range.
Nerves never show through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
New York, Jalen Brunson, second personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. So it's the Knicks now. Now Towns. Oh, what a finish.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy one.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
He'll tip it. Oh, sticks the putback. Here's Maxey. So they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, you're going to have to play this out, take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
Paul George with the steal. Timeout called the 76ers. They're up by 8. What do you think, guys?
And a surprising timeout here with the game in the bag.
Yeah, well, obviously the coach sees something he doesn't like.
Launches it. So the 76ers win it. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing.
For that, said her name and I'm lame for that. Love so strong, can't take it back. I'm in the mix in a random city, running from trouble and bringing it with me. They got good, I make it a home. Like I enough, probably making a song. Straight from the heart, but you taking it wrong. Hey, I gotta be with myself. I told my brother I'm paying to get him. Big bro can't come around, gotta be that way, gotta stay that way. Whole time I was in town, if you check my page, just say LA. She wanna be on my side, I do too, just say your prayers. All jokes aside, I'm rich, and everything I do out of love, and everything I do about pay. Only thing assistance is that's my son, but he too grown. Gotta move back here cause you move wrong. Everything a little cheap like a two-tone. I be wondering how I made the fans mosh pit. I be thinking about what type of car I get. Still got the wrong time on the watch. Hey, I'm gonna make what's new is tune. Hey, hey, hey. I got you out, but I never committed. I did it for me, but it's more for you. I got you out, but I never committed. I did it for me, but it's more for yourself. Hey, 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 hey. I got you out, but I never committed. I did it for me, but it's more for you. I got that paper and turned to a villain. A house full of people, I'm still by myself. Hey, I got ski them on their way for that. I got drop ski, not ski. Thumbs down to everybody. Yeah. Let me see what type of vibe we got. Yeah.
And the winner is Black Boy Max.
I went glacier, just because we were patient. Ice. Put it in Bottega. She know I got paper. Cash. Don't go big on none of my. We all live major. Yeah. We all got ice and chains on, but this not. Yeah. Rolls Royce got stars. Plat, boy, I got bars. Tattoo on my arm. With a bad, no prom. Made bag of machine. Cat, this Jack, I go fiend. Skeleton a bean. Birds singing like bees. Out of here, I went to Mars. I ain't come without my dogs. Rocket power through the atmosphere. I ain't giving up, that's law. Oh, God. Low key, I ain't even tryna put her on the blogs. I don't give a how rich it gets, still watching for her flaws. When I'm still in a cocoon. I'm in a cocoon. I'm tryna go beast mode like I'm from the zoo. Promise to tell the truth when I'm in the booth. I tell the truth. I had to go out and get it, just like you. I swear to God. I went glacier, just because we were patient. Ice. Put it in Bottega. She know I got paper. Cash. Don't go big on none of my. We all live major. We all got ice and chains on, but this not. Rolls Royce got stars. Plat, boy, I got bars. Tattoo on my arm. With a bad, no prom. Made bag of machine. Cat, this Jack, I go fiend. Skeleton a bean. Birds singing like bees.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And Harden with the stuff.
Look at those handles. Look at James Harden getting crafty with the ball, mixing up the defender.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Guys, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's Harden. Kicks it out to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a three, but go with the easy move.
When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Right side, Leonard launches a three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And here are the Lakers. Pass to Vanderbilt. Doncic outside. Spins. Clock at 6. James outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And that'll tie this game up.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
To the left side wing. Harden outside. To the paint. Back to Dunn. Trying to find Vanderbilt. Gets it to him. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop.
Terrific job pushing the ball in transition. Marcus Smart coming away with an easy bucket.
Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. LeBron outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
He's not afraid of getting physical. I like how LeBron James has no problem accepting the contact while trying to score.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And for 2 seasons running, Richard, the Lakers have bowed out in the first round. How do they change that and go further?
Well, now they've been able to balance this roster a little better, adding some size up front. That was something that really hurt them last year against the Wolves.
And stolen by James. Here's Hachimura. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Clippers shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And the Clippers making a change here. Pass to Sanders. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Hayes. Here's Connect. And Connect slams it in.
Rising up. Dalton Connect.
Now here's Hayes. Sanders covering. Here's Vincent. Now here is Hachimura. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Hayes. Second shot opportunity. Lopez grabs the board. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Down low. Leonard with the steal. Sinks that one from the post. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 3.
The Clippers, 13.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
Here's LaRavia. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Clippers leading by 3. Batum, good. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. James Harden is very comfortable at the controls of the Clippers offense, and Coach Ty Lue said he sees the game how I see it, from a point guard's point of view, a coach's point of view, how teams are playing us defensively, how we can capitalize and take advantage of it. Guys, back to you.
A tremendous IQ. Wow. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
You know, they don't want to give the ball handlers any room.
Outside, Batum. Harden. The Lakers with the rebound. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's James. LeBron right to the finish.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. Would love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power. That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And this Clippers team, GA, hanging their hats on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, a team of veterans who know how to play. Great coaching, and with Ivica Zubac controlling the paint, it's been a winning recipe.
Smart, wide open, he fires. And a miss there on the triple. Sweet move. Christie has the open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers trailed by 3. Outside, James. And again, no good by the Lakers. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Smart. Lopez with the block.
And we have seen Lopez really
now guarded by Ayton. It's Harden with the drive. Dunn shot's good.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
1:44 left to play in the first half. Here's Smart. No good on the three. Clippers leading by 5. Getting inside, it's Harden.
In the paint, Harden, man, he's just a tough guard. If you
with the slam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they.
James has got 7 points in the game.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Clippers.
And the Clippers making a switch here. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. So, RJ, one of the stories for the Lakers last season were the strides that Austin Reeves took as a player.
Reeves increased his scoring averages, going from about 16 points a game to over 20. He is a steady source of offense, and I don't think there's any argument that he is one of the best bargains in this league.
Pass to LaRavia. Traps in the tray. LaRavia's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Leonard chewing him up inside.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Dunn. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can turn off all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
8 seconds left here in the second. The 3 for Doncic. To the left wing. Back to LaRavia. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. We come back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And Doncic, here we go. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Here's Dunn, driving in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
The Clippers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Free throw good, James Harden. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second fiddle. Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Nice shot by Smart.
Look, and when Marcus Smart is hitting from deep, it really makes a difference in this offense. It becomes so much more dynamic.
Harden left side. Harden with the hang time.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Leonard, no luck.
Just enough resistance to force them as barriers. That's one he'll generally make.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
At over 40 years old, Richard, the way LeBron James is still able to impact the game is absolutely incredible.
And just for context, through NBA history, the averages for a player once he turns 40 are 6 points and 3 rebounds. LeBron is blowing that out of the water.
Now we'll hear from Allie Laforce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, the Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that, and it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Guys?
A rare opportunity indeed. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And they pick up 2. Ayton's got his first basket.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Smart trying to break free, and it's Ayton missing. Clippers leading by 11. To the middle. It's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. And the Clippers making a change here. From deep, Harden. Rebounded by the Lakers. Outside for Smart. Ayton a screen. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Harden accelerates.
Moving downhill, Harden can be so wily. Cutting through the D, right to a shot.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Lakers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Lakers passing it around. Pass to LaRavia.
Second team foul.
1:03 left in the third. That cuts the lead to single digits.
Number 14.
Vincent's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Clippers leading by 9. Lopez a screen. Going inside. Off with the layup. Kleber inside. Here's Vincent. 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. They grab their own miss.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
And for a 7-footer, Brook Lopez is pretty versatile. You get all the defensive impact you'd expect, but he can also consistently score on all 3 levels.
Got it off in time. James Harden getting it done for the LA Clippers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all
46. All right, fans.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And so Harden will bring it up for the Clippers. At one point, they led by 16. Back to Batum. Kicks it out to Harden. Here's LeBron. James crowbars it in.
Yo, watch out. LeBron James on the break, honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Just get out of the way.
Here's Harden. Christie has the open look. Rebound the Lakers.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing 3rd in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. And it's Hayes in the corner. Pass to Vincent. Back to James. And Hayes throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
It's rebounded by Doncic.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Pass to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Here's Lopez. 18 feet away. It misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down. He is that open.
Rebounded by Brown. And they're on the break. Nobody's stopping Kawhi on that break.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
It's off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
No good on the layup. Lakers trail by 8. Doncic. Off target from outside.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
Not going to go.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Yep, that's going to go in.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Harden outside. Outside Brown. Here's Harden. Lopez. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now Doncic. Beyond the arc. Lopez rips down the rebound. .107 left in the fourth quarter. It's Harden with the drive. Oh, softly lays it in.
An offensive juggernaut. It's fun watching Harden go out and just take over.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Doncic fires. Misses the three.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Now Harden. There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Shoots the three. Down it goes for three.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Now Smart from deep. It's good. Here's Harden. And it's done penetrating.
Chris Dunn.
And stolen by LeBron. So the Clippers with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard.
Admitted with a dance floor, reckless, check it, steady. Like my necklace started relaxing now. That's full of chain reactions. See, money ain't a thing. We still the same. Flows just changed. Now we about to shake the game.
Said my don't dance. We just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on. I said my don't dance. We just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on. Now we living better now, coochie sweater now. When that G4 can fly through any weather now. See, haters get tight when you're worth some millions. That's why I thought the chinchilla hurt their feelings. You can find your at all type of events. Out of Vegas front row to all of. If born come, then they probably squeal. Cause half the rappers that blow like dirt for real. If you cross the line, right, I'm gonna hurt you. These even make signs commercial. Even Lil Bow Wow, B2K. Walking like that's what's up. Can't keep telling me to speak about the rucker. Matter of fact, I don't want to speak about the rucker. Not even Pee Wee Kirkland could imagine this. My team didn't have to play to win the championship. Come on, don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on, I said my don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back. Lean back, lean back, come on. Yeah. Can you hear me? Bronx, BX Burrow, Terror Squad. Big Pun forever. Tom Montana forever. Yeah. Streets is ours. Come on. Nah, man. It ain't never gonna stop. Search. Raul, JB, Fat Ed, come on.
This is a 5-star world premiere.
Tell me over the headphone. The biggest for real, man. No facade. Yeah. 5-star minute. Going crazy. Just a year ago, try to play me. I'm talking about my mans, cause bros get.
This 5-star.
5-star in the. I'm going brazen. When just a week ago, try to play me. I'm talking about my mans, cause I put them on your.
We've got the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Detroit Pistons. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. So the Hornets win the tip. Ball with it. Possessions can end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, two of the best on the boards are facing off tonight. They prioritize rebounding.
And getting those extra possessions can really break a team's will. when excellent rebounding teams play, everyone has to work a little harder to secure the ball.
Good on the bucket.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jump.
Now, here's Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. All sorts of time. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now, here's Bridges. There's the draw. Out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
And the Pistons combining veteran shooting Stan with their young core, and it's been a winning recipe.
Yeah, they've given Cade Cunningham room to operate, along with Jalen Duren and Ausar Thompson. So much athleticism to attack that newfound space.
Robinson misses. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. Miller outside. Back to Ball. Fires for three. Shots good by Miller.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
Harris misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Robinson for three. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
Well, Robinson doesn't need a lot of space or time to get off his shot. And, of course, his range is tremendous.
Bridges, no one around him. Offline with his three. Going inside. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And it's off from three-point range. Ball uses the glass to finish the layup. Ball's got 6.
LaMelo using that body control there, making the play off contact. And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
To the inside, to the right side. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Cunningham. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
And here is Ball. He's got 6. Out to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. Ball no good. Pistons trailed by 6. Here's Harris. Pass to Ivy. And here's Cunningham. Bridges with the steal. Outside, Ball. Off on the layup. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some...
The Hornets, 16.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
It's tipped. Here's Thompson driving to the basket. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that.
Here's Kniffel. Outside ball. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Jenkins. Rebounded by the Pistons.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Pass to Holland. Diabate grabs the board. Hornets leading by 4. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on. And last season, their worst record in over a decade. We're hoping these new additions can help.
And here's a nice one-handed slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Ball, and that one goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Ball.
Substitution on the floor.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Outside Williams. Back to Sexton. From down in the low post, it goes. Sexton's got his first basket.
And look, Sexton's lack of size has never prevented him from mixing it up down low.
Ivy with the bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
And the wide open shot from Green. Nailed from three-point land. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. That one goes in.
Yep, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Pass to Diabate. Outside Williams. Now Sexton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Williams. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Hornets making a change here. Pistons trailed by 4. Now Ivy, 5 points in the game. Robinson for 3. Detroit, no good that time either.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
.40 seconds left to play in the first half. The kick out to Cunningham. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, the numbers will show that Duren is one of the top offensive rebounders in the game. He is a high-motor player.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Here's McNeely. And again, the Hornets missing. Here's Ivy. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Ivy's got the game tied up here for Detroit.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Back to Sexton. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
25.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. So, GA Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hogs, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Well, that's taking full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
And here's Harris from the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ball feeling it out a bit. To the middle. Releases. Duren pulls it in. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Trailing by 2.
Well, when your shot is as polished as Robinson's, you can be that fast with your motion.
Here's Bridges, and the layup falls. 8 points for Miles Bridges.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Robinson misses. Ball from deep three-point territory. Sinks the triple. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Never short on confidence. Ball takes a long look without hesitation.
It's good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Miller outside. Bridges outside. The three-pointer off the mark. The Pistons trailing. Ivy with it. Now guarded by Ball. Yes to Cunningham. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Hornets with the rebound.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Now, here's Ivy. He has 7. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Pass the ball. Here's Bridges. Right side, Ball. Here's Kneppel. Hasn't made one yet. Bridges misses. Robinson for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Robinson's got the lead up to 1 now for Detroit.
Robinson not afraid to let it fly from deep. You got to get out on him.
The drive by Ball. They could use a bucket. Nice defense that time from Duren.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Bridges with it. Duren picks him up. And stolen by Ivy. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Here's Robinson. And Robinson throws it down home.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Cunningham inside. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Here's Ball. No good with the layup. Tie game in Detroit. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be no time with the start of the fourth quarter.
35. The Hornets, 35.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Left side, Sexton. The 17-footer goes down.
A dynamic scorer. Sexton will absolutely take the mid-range J if you give it to him.
Thompson looking for an opening. Cunningham outside to the paint. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
Thunderous jam from Stewart.
Here's Sexton, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Pass to McNeely. Sexton with it. Sexton, an aggressive score, and Stan, he can get you 20 on any given game.
Oh, he certainly can, Kevin. This guy can score in bunches. I think what's improved for him, though, is he can also make plays for others. This is not a guy that can only score.
Thompson outside. And Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And here's Sexton with the drive. Oh! It's blocked. Thompson with it. Now Green defending. And he gets the button. Thompson's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
It's LeVert with the drive. Ah, it's good!
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Cunningham.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Harris a screen. Cunningham drives in. And that one is good.
Well, in these big moments, Cunningham really wants the ball.
Here's Bridges. And he can't stop the runners that misses. Oh, Ivy. Harris. The three is off. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside ball. Now Miller. Launches it. It's off target.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Now Ivy knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. 6 to shoot. Here's Cunningham. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .43 seconds left in the game.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Ivey. Outside Harris. The long shot, no good.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Here are the Hornets with the ball. Trailing by 4. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. Here's Miller. Takes the 3. Down he goes for 3. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Second personal foul. Team 4.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last.
Can't go to the mall, I'm too packed. On the jet plane, shit for a vacate. Free real. Road truck got brown like stain. And my wrist all green like my watch fake. My bankroll blue as a crybaby. And my outfit up in the rain.
Diamonds get the headache. Switching lanes, I'm scanning. Near tanning. Me and my be sharing it. I'm done running my 50 men, I feel like reflaning. Ain't got a can, they upping on me, I'm damning. I just stared at. I got 7 rooms filled with clothes, it's also on the awareness. Yeah, I'm talking about no TV show when I say I got bareness. I had to figure it out the hallway, no I don't care, little ski. Hey, I know talking online, but checking in real life, I'll never struggle again. I done held down my mans, I put my mom in a brand new Benz. Grown they asking for pics like a fan. You my dog, I do what I can. Brand new fish bowl, look like Saran.
Not my type, I'm still rich, all rap, I still ain't no pressure, I'm still relaxed. Still finesse, I said rich when I cheat on my bitch, she still gon' take me back. I can talk that but backing it up, that's what I'm better at. Pull up in the Raiders, she so orange look like a leather crab. Pull up in the Raiders, she so orange look like a Hermes bag. Kiss your goodbye, she come with us cause she ain't even coming back. Yeah, like Scarface, inside the bubble bag.
Many men wish on me one button, I can give me men. I put you on like I get this through your head. ITS around the globe, think all these I don't get no on with whatever, however they wanna play it. Like bam, bam, I went through the flame and met it at the bodega. To the Bottega. Call me like my brothers keep yourself if you say no questions either. Hope not, think I need her. I'm still mad at Bieber.
When we hit the block, you know we really got to get paid. Toss it up just like an orbit. Horn might just get all up in your face. And it's a clear view from here to see what's next. Turn up the pressure, cooking on them like a full court press. And rebound like world peace was Ron Artest. Cause it's the LAMONT then. Who brought the flame? I rock the mic right. This is for my people who work a 9 to 5. More like 9 to 9, my grind gotta be a grind. Trying to find the time during these trying times.
Cause I've been on a mission, cleaning up my history.
Trying to find a better place to raise all of my
guilt trip. But like a daytime soap, episodes of some boring promoting nothing but drama. And I can't even hide it, cause I was on the ride. I've been riddled with problems since I was a toddler. Product of poverty, popping my collar. Been dropping these thoughts since I dropped out of college. So if you're feeling the rain, cause you work every day, take a second just to remember the person inside that I know. Psycho. So just feel the rain at the front of the stage. Put your hands up and show me that you're ready.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Trailblazers come into town for this one. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Now, here is Holiday. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Now, Green, following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt.
Using that speed, Green flying by on the drive.
The Blazers on offense. Bounce pass, Holiday. It's stolen by Green. Booker in the corner. Shoots over Kamara. Portland grabs the miss.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I caught up with the head coach of the Suns. He told me that they've got one of the league's best lockdown defenders in Drew Holiday, so it won't be easy for us tonight. Coach went on to say that against top-tier individual defender like Holiday, the most important thing is spreading the points around and having a diverse attack. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you so much. Hey, Greg, after 2 seasons in Milwaukee, how about Damian Lillard going back to the Blazers roster even as he works his way back from the Achilles?
And in the meantime, he gets to watch this relatively young group compete. Their activity and defensive edge should pair nicely with his offensive brilliance next season.
Offensive rebound, and the shot goes in.
Klingon knows how to use that size both as a screener and a finisher.
Booker with no one around. Phoenix no good that time either.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Outside, Avdia. Over Booker. Avdia can't hit. And shot on the way. And the Suns miss again.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Here's Booker. Portland making their last shot. And the slam by Williams.
The defense expects Booker to find his own shot, but he gives it away off that pick and roll.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Kamara misses.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Klingon with the steal. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Stolen by Brooks. And here's the fast break. Kicks it out to Booker. Driving the lane. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Holiday. Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it. But what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Now here's Love to the paint. Stolen by Allen. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, and you don't want to let Devin Booker get easy points in transition.
And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Portland leading. And here's Love. Pass to Klingon. To the inside. And stolen by Dunn. Here's Green. Basket good.
The defense gets physical with Green inside, so he uses his agility to get around it.
Klingon at the elbow. It's stolen by Green from about 19 feet. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Now Love. Scoreless thus far. Here's Sharp. Grant gets a wide open look. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Suns on top. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
Richard, as a Phoenix native, who would you say is the greatest player in Suns history?
Oh, there's a round mound that comes to my mind, but I have to go with the MVP Steve Nash, who won it twice. But there's still a case for Devin Booker, but he's still adding to it.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Guys?
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Shot clock at 5. Dunn drains the three-pointer. Dunn's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And the layup's good off the glass. Dunn's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
So it's both teams making substitutions in. It's tipped. O'Neal with the steal. Here's Booker. Pass to Dunn. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball.
Grant with the ball. Nothing on the board. Here's Reith. Avdia on the wing. Drills the three-pointer.
Most of the time, if you give him that much room, oh yeah, that's going to be the result.
To the middle. Pass to Gillespie. Stolen by Holiday. Avdia with it. Now guarded by Booker. Avdia can't hit. Booker in the post. Here's Gillespie. Back to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Brooks misses. Trailblazers trailed by 8. Over in the corner, Avdia. Inside. Here's Grant. Tries again. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. O'Neal wide open. And again, it's the Suns missing. Down low. No good from Grant. Suns leading by 8. Pass to Gillespie. Brooks outside. There's the triple. The offensive rebound. Booker outside. Another shot. Brooks misses. Trailblazers trailed by 8. Inside. Grant lays it up off the glass.
And get your best scores, high percentage looks, offensive strategy 101. Grant delivering.
Booker brings the fans to their feet.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
G.A., despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Clingan towering in the paint. And Chauncey Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
Brooks outside. Booker right side. Rebound by the Trailblazers. To the middle. Avdia can't hit.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And the wide open shot from Green. Williams can't get it to go.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Avdia can't hit. Now here's Williams. On the wing, Booker. With 4 seconds on the clock. The putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Good chance here for Booker. Drains it from 17 feet out. Booker's got 9 points.
Throw out those analytics. When Booker is taking a 15, 20-footer, that's a great look for him and his squad.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. To the inside. Williams with the steal. Green drives in. Stolen by Avdia. With the drive. Clingan at the elbow. In the corner, Kamara with it. Pass to Sharp. There's a screen by Kamara. 4 on the shot clock. On the wing, Holiday. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. When you look at the recent big threes in the NBA, RJ, it seems like they've failed more than they've succeeded.
That's because some teams just acquire stars without considering how their games will complement each other, often forcing guys into a role that they're not suited for. Making room for himself, Booker using the pick and roll to great effect.
Here's Clingan. Fader on the way. They shoot again. Takes a 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Booker, no good. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Trailblazers. A 12-point game. Portland moving the ball around. Pass to Kamara. Now, Avdia. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Count it. And it's 8 points for Donovan Clingan.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
There's Green with the 3. Avdia with the rebound. Trailblazers trailed by 10. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Kevin?
Truly a role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona's a great choice.
And it's Green, missing. Trailblazers trailed by 8. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And Coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Suns leading by 8. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. The rebound by Holiday. The Trailblazers on offense. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. To the inside. And Dunn over to help. And stolen by Dunn. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The pass break chance. Dunn misses. Trailblazers trailed by 8. Here's Sharp. Grant. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, and the son of an NBA player, right? Grant understands you have to give full effort. Complete the offensive possession.
Dunn outside. Pass to Green. Trying to end the drought. Misses at the rim. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now Kamara. Inside. Here's Reed.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
It's deflected. Here's Sharp. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The third quarter comes to a close. Suns ahead. They lead by 4. And don't go away.
23.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Trailblazers trailed by 4. Pass to Reed. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Here's Sissoko. From outside, off the mark. Brooks right side. Pass to Booker. Nice move. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. Booker's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Suns. Now here's Williams. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Offline with his 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
A nice shot by Booker.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Grant outside. No good on the triple. Suns leading by 4. Booker outside. And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Trailblazers on D. Stolen by Holiday. Pass to Sharp. Goes back up. And there's a nice layup by Klingon.
I love how hard Klingon works that offensive glass, using his size in that situation.
Booker fires. And he hits from 17.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Now Clingan. 6 on the shot clock. Shaedon Sharpe. And get the 3.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Trailblazers trailed by 4. And the layup is off. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Suns. They've held a 12-point lead early. Outside, O'Neal. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. Avdija. The basket is good.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
And he misses the J. And here's Portland. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Holiday outside. There's the pick. To tie it up. Booker there for the rebound. O'Neal inside. Brooks outside. Taken away by Holiday. Now Sharpe. Avdija outside. Shot clock at 6. Can't tie it up. That one's no good. Suns on offense. The lead is 2.
Okay, when you absolutely, positively need a bucket, Booker's your guy.
Portland with the ball. There's a good screen.
It's almost like he's trying to make things.
Then he packed up his guitar and tried to find a place to play. But they against his head and made sure he was. And his last thoughts were the things he didn't say. Right on, right on, right on, right on. She woke up in the morning and she claimed her JSA. And she turned and asked her man if he was gonna be okay. But his cheeks, they turned a ruby red, and then he frowned and shook his head. And I'm sorry, love, I've got to go away. Right on, right on, right on, right on. They all went out one evening and it's gone. And they tried to figure out whose turn it was to pay. But they never made it back to bed. Some may recall that tears were shed, and no one's lives will ever be the same. Right on, right on, right on, right on. Well, I guess he found some comfort at the. Well, I guess that he regretted several aspects of his past. But he wasn't mean, he wasn't cruel, and he made sure his fifth went to school. And sleeping well is not an easy task. Right on, right on, right on, right on.
I'm pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city. It's like Lou, ayy. I pull up designer, he want my. He call out the like Lou, ayy.
Goofies ain't getting no. I'm rocking out Gucci like ayy. Quit thinking I'm stupid. Got on me, they know me like look, ayy. Yeah, 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 look, ayy.
Name another with a flow like this.
Can't nobody do the go like this.
With a glow like this.
And a like this.
Can't nobody drop it low like this.
Get dough like this.
10 toes like this.
Hit him with the finger roll like this.
Can I roll right quick?
Can I blow right quick?
Now you know I had to froze that red. With the C-A-D-I. Double L, take them to the hotel. Oh well.
Throw it on my kitchen like Odell.
So I pull up with the cheese, no rotel.
Double L, AC.
With the rock, no Jay-Z. You ain't talking money and pay me.
Now you wanna F for one.
Maybe. I'm pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city. It's like Lou, ayy. I pull up designer, he want my. Call out the like.
Welcome, everyone, to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. And get ready. For another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Adebayo. Gobert with the defensive effort.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert. Is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Now here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
He just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Drops in the tray.
No hesitation from Wiggins, shooting with confidence and conviction.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Minnesota's head coach. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Back over to you.
Thank you, Allie.
And a legitimate threat to connect from deep. Harrell doesn't lack confidence trying his luck from there.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Mitchell outside. Higgins outside. Pass to Hero. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves trail. Shoots it up. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. McDaniels on the wing. Beyond the arc. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so it's Powell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
that can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
And here are the Heat now. Outside, Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Powell. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Handle no good. The Heat with the lead. Hero from long range. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Miami with the ball. .102 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Powell. Tries it from 19. And it comes off the front of the rim. Clark outside. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Over in the corner, Jaquez. And the three off target.
Defense may have given him that one. Based on the result, you see why.
Bucket is good.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Powell, that's good.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
And it's Clark in the corner. No good from outside. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Heat leading by just one. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance. Spruce it up a little bit.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, "I want to be number one in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins." Kevin?
Good priorities. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. So, Clark, when you think about the league's natural scores, Norman Powell has to be on that list.
For sure, and I think he's underrated, but everybody can't get top billing on the marquee. I mean, there are going to be guys that do great work that don't tend to get the attention that other guys do. But you look at his production, especially when his minutes go up, I mean, he can put it in the basket. He's a hard guy to deal with. He gets it in transition, mid-range game, shooting threes, and if you're not careful, he'll posterize you too.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Larson. Shot to stop the run. Minnesota with the rebound. Pietrangelo with the drive. It's intercepted. That's tipped. Clark left side. Now Edwards. Edwards making a statement.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
That's a 2 from Powell. And it's Jaquez, top of the key. And again, it's the Heat missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
For the 3, great defense at time from Jaquez. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Edwards with it. He's got 12. Fires it up. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more.
그때보다 조금은 잃었어. 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어. 넘어질 때마다 일었어. 다시 고쳤었지. 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람. 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람. 한 곡도 퇴근하기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람. 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축. 자만 나태함 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투 다 끝. 난가 같았지만 우린 우리 앞길을 막지 말라고 외치며 마음을 다잡곤 했었지. 진짜 한치 앞도 안 보이는 가시밭길에서도 절대 유턴 없이 잘 봐라 느리로 의지하면서 둘이 딱 붙어갔지. 비극 지금 기가 아프지만 지나고 보면 웃음 나오는 희극. 그래서 우린 지금을 참고 살아. 난 미쳤다 생각하면서 keep dreaming. 희망이란 끈 잡고 살아.
이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈. 넘고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈. 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time. 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind. 헤야호 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 헤야호
뻥 때리는 것조차도 사치 버릇처럼 내가 나를 착취해 경추 쪽은 딱딱해지고 의식에 붙은 각질 모두 위맑은 땀 대신 날 적시는 건 찐땀이네 잠든 시간에도 문제들이 쌓여 눈 뜨자마자 결정해도 아직 익숙치 않은 타협 시간을 도마 위에 식재료 썰듯 안 하면 하루는 순서가 뒤섞인 음식처럼 망가져 지쳐도 경계하네 공허와 허무 불안감 속에서 상기하네 15년 전 빈 털터리의 여유 억울해도 납득돼 35년간의 필름이 어쩌면 수치 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게 얼굴에 피어난 주름은 당연해 마치 아파친 너 페이스 평가는 다 끝난 다음에 핵인 인생의 레이스 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 높고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind 조금 때 같아 내 같아 다니는 건 달라지고 빨라졌지만 결국 가는 데 같아 질리게 겪어도 사랑 때문에 애 같아 이럴 때 보면 나도 아직 애 같아 살기보단 생존하기 바쁜 정수리는 넓어지고 평소가 작아지는 마음 속에 피어나줬으면 해 한 송이의 평화 진흙탕 속의 연화 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 높고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 pizza catch a wave on us. Make a friend, just enjoy the moment. I'm Luke Skywalking on these haters. Celebrate every day like a birthday. Things come to those that wait up. But don't wait to jump in too long. Don't sleep, you gotta stay up. Don't sleep, you gotta stay up. I'm outstanding, so I stand out. I'm more babes than a bathhouse. Top Gun on my Tom Cruise. Play for keeps and I don't lose. You're more than love it 'cause it's cool as a breeze. So pick a poison, yeah, I got what you need. Nonchalant, got the on rotation all night. We gon' keep it like a catch a wave on us. Make a friend, just enjoy the moment. I'm Luke Skywalking on these haters. Every day like a birthday. Things come to those that wait up. Wait to jump in too long. Don't sleep.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. So Boston will get the first possession. Now Brown. Hauser outside. Pritchard surviving the D. 4 on the clock. Drives to the hoop. And he makes it. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Doris, what's amazing about Ant-Man, he's worked to become an elite floor spacer.
The reason that's important, BA, is because we know what a dangerous driver and what a force at the rim Anthony Edwards can be. What I love is he's worked to become a legit threat, and he leaned heavily into that three-point game. So important in the modern NBA.
Now here's Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. Misses the three.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Brown. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Three-pointer Pritchard. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Yeah, Brown just doing a great job getting after it, mixing it up on the window.
Randall on the screen. Pass to Edwards. From deep. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
White on the wing. Here's Pritchard. And here's Brown for three. Queta. Kick out to Brown. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land. Brown's got 5 now.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
There's a foul. It's on Sam Hauser. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Queta pulls it in. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Kick out to Brown. And a miss there on the triple.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert from the arc. And DiVincenzo hits from deep.
Great dime by Gobert. Scans the floor well to find his teammates.
Outside White. From the top of the key, he buries it. 1:16 left in the first. The three, DiVincenzo. And he banks in the layup. He's got 5.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Outside Pritchard. Pass to White. Shoots over DiVincenzo. White can't hit.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Now Gobert. And stolen by Brown. Here's Queta. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 24 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards. So good athletically.
Oh, wow. Incredible.
Wow, don't let the lean frame fool you. A ferocious finish on that dunk by Chris Boucher.
Conley goes in. Up and in on the layup.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 4. Quarter number 2 coming up right after. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
And if you're looking for a steady hand to run the offense, Mike Conley has been the gold standard for years.
BA, one thing coaches love is knowing what they will get from a player every single night. With Mike Conley, that's high-level point guard play, a low-mistake player, a knockdown shooter when left open, but more importantly, the first and only thing he thinks about nightly is, how do we win this basketball game in front of us?
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, BA. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. BA, back to you.
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff. To the inside, Tillman. Randall with some nice D.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
It seems to me Julius Randle improves every season, and the more responsibility he's given, it seems the better he performs.
Boucher, no good. Minnesota leading by 8. And here's Edwards outside. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Edwards. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's White. White coming through.
Well, Derek White fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Clark. Back to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Oh, good D by Boucher. Celtics trail by 6. White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
You have to have a quick release in the catch-and-shoot game. Otherwise, you allow the defender to catch up. Derek White's like, no, sir. I'm putting this one home.
Pass to Reed. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. From about 16. Again, the miss by Edwards. And Boston has possession. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Tillman with a screen. Brown can't hit. Minnesota leading by 3. Now here's Randall. Back to Edwards. Takes a 3. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. He has to work for better looks. Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
And here's Edwards. 6 points for him. White with a steal. And he he misses the go-ahead basket. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Here's DiVincenzo. Looking, and it's Randall with the assist. DiVincenzo's got 7 points in the game.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
White for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota leading by 5. Randall, right side. The rebound, Celtics. White for 3. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
And stolen by Gobert. Fires from deep. The putback. And it's Randall with the jam.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Brown, no good.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. You know, BA, even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Pass to Randall. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And that's 12 points for Julius Randle.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
It's tipped. And that's going to be a travel. Celtics trail by 13. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does this team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you.
An impact player. Thank you, Allie.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
From downtown, he buries it from 3. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And stolen by Edwards. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Outside, DiVincenzo launches a 3. Edwards, no good. Celtics trail by 18. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
This one for 3. Buries it from 3. Edwards got 14 points for the game.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
A minute 15 left in the third quarter. The putback. That shot, no good. Celtics trail by 21. White for three. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
A sneaky good scorer. I don't know that you define Derek White as a scorer. He's sort of jack of all trades, but boy, he's cooking right now.
Randall can't hit. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. And he gets it to go. 9 points in the game.
Come on now, that's easy money.
The kick out to Conley. McDaniels from long range. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
You have to anticipate those quick release opportunities. Jaden McDaniels ready on the catch.
And here's Brown for three.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot. And most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Boucher outside. 1 second left. And finished off by Boucher.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Pritchard, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Walsh. Clark grabs the board. Minnesota leading by 17. Conley on the attack. To the paint. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And Naz Reed not only gets off his feet, does it in a hurry and with some strength.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Boy, Julius Randall is getting to his spots and starting to really cook.
And it's Simons missing. And here's Minnesota now. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Reed, good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Down low. Pritchard with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. And the layup is good off the glass. Minnesota leading by 19. Conley looking for an opening. Rebounded by the Celtics. Three-pointer Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Walsh driving inside.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Oh, got that one up quick. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Now that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. DiVincenzo with it. Guarded by Hauser. Outside, DiVincenzo. And a strong finish with two hands.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Pass to Hauser. Back to Pritchard. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Shot clock at 6. Here's Shireman. From the high post, he drills it. Shireman's got his first points in this one.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Timberwolves.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Where's the function? Where the function? Where the function? Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. Let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shaking in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah. Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor. Impress me, baby girl. Let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shaking in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah. Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor. Impress me, hey. How many in this club? Is it just me and you, my love? I don't mean to call you, know. Just heard about the things that you do, my love. And you're just like me if it's true, my love. Hey, you can see right through my love. Hey, I see your waist shrunk, my love. Hey, you got some bass in the trunk, my love. How many in this club? Is it really just me, my love? You know my dad and them for real. You ever been down to Memphis, Tennessee, my love? I ain't saying I agree, my love. I'm just telling you the things that I see, my love. I got jokes and cash. Those are 4 things I can guarantee, my love. Hey, baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shaking in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah. Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor. Impress me, baby girl. Let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shaking in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah. Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor. Impress me.
Feel it coming in the air. Hear the screams from everywhere. I'm addicted to the thrill. I'm ready. It's a dangerous love affair. Can't be scared when it goes down. Got a problem? Tell me now. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Said it, we are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance. Get your boutiques on. All black everything. Black cars, all black everything. And our girls are blackbirds. Riding with they. I get more in depth if you boys really real enough. This is La Familia. I'll explain later. But for now, let me get back to this paper. I'm a couple bands down and I'm trying to get back. I gave Doug a grip. I lost a flip for 5 stacks. Yeah, I'm talking 5,60 shot zeros. Here, Doug. Back to running circles round. Now we squared up. Hold up.
Life's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules, so I don't care. So I keep doing my own thing. Walking tall against the rain. Victories within the mile. Almost there, don't give up now. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight. Who's
the dark Caesar. Please follow the leader. So Eric B. We are microphone fiend. It's the return of the God. Peace God. It ain't nobody fresher. I'm in Mason, Martin Margiela on the table screaming. The other side they jealous. We got a banquet full of. They got a table full of fellas. Yeah. And they ain't spinning no cake. They should. My whole team got dough, so my bank account is looking like millionaire sprawl.
Life's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules, so I don't care. So I keep doing my own thing. Walking tall against the rain. Victories within the mile. Almost there, don't give up now. Only thing that's on my mind is who gon' run this town tonight.
It's crazy how you could go from being Joe Blow to everybody on your know. I bought my whole family whips, no Volvos. Next time I'm in church, please no photos. Police escorts, everybody passports. This the life that everybody asked for. This a fast life, we are on a crash course. What you think I
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Alan LaForce reporting from the sideline. Houston Rockets here at home, and an interconference matchup should be a good one. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Outside, Payne fires the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, Kevin Durant, unreal.
Back to Black. Here's Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. And finished off by Banchero.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
Here's Durant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And it's Wagner missing. Durant with it. Now,
the speed and the commitment from Durant sets his sights on the bucket and not to be denied.
Back to Banchero. Three-pointer. The Rockets pull it in. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Releases from 15. KD looking around. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Banchero left side. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Magic making a switch here. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Rockets lead by 5. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league, and he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
Anytime KD gets that look, it's a great possession for this team.
And, Greg, these boys veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And KD's got the ball here for Houston. They're leading by 8. Tries from 7. Carter pulls it in. It's stolen by Eason. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Pass to Durant. .46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. KD draws the double. It's stolen by Carter. To the inside. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just pulls right through it.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Rockets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Richardson. Here's Payne. It's rebounded by Şengün. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Smith. Count that bucket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Houston Rockets. He puts together
The Magic, 9.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Houston leading by 9. 2 points. That one goes. Peppers got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Rockets. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The Magic again can't hit. The 9-foot shot lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Peppers got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets.
The feet are what made that play happen inside for Shepherd.
Payne for 3. Sinks the triple. Payne's got 6.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Shepherd with the ball. Pass to Şengün. Back to Finney-Smith. And it's off from 3-point range. The Magic trailed by 10. Here's Payne. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Here's Shepherd. The rebound by Batadze. On offense, here are the Magic. Payne. Eason grabs the board. Down low. Here's Finney-Smith. That's tipped. They recover it. And it's Shepherd missing. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Jones has it in the corner. That three off the mark. Houston leading by 10. Now, here's Şengün. Still scoreless. Three-pointer. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Here's Orlando now. From 18 feet away. It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the board.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's De Silva. And the lead is down inside single digits. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Guys?
A new school approach, if you will. Thank you, Allie. Black, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Thompson. Goes up with a strike. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Here's Wagner. Converts after the nice spin.
Well, you have to deny the entry to Wagner. He's just automatic around the rim.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Carter on the wing. The kick out to Bane. Banchero outside. Deflected by KD.
And how about the reach of Durant? A terrific job of having that on display defensively.
And he gets it back. Just 2 to shoot. And it's Carter missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep. And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using them to cut up the defense there with ease. Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg, yeah. Showing off the bunny.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
And that concludes the first half. Rockets lead by 15. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Wagner outside. To the wing right side. Here's the screen. Here's Banchero. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Thompson. Adams outside. Here's Durant. Puts the move on. Out to Thompson. Durant at the elbow. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
The drive by Thompson. And stolen by Wagner. Takes it inside.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to Durant. Rockets hit. Keeps it alive. And it's Adams on the follow. And the Rockets lead by 13.
Have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Pass to KD. Daring anyone to stop him. KD.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just another tremendous scoring night from Durant.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. When you watch Paolo Banchero, GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Out of bounds. As Thompson with the ball, he'll bring it up for Houston. Black grabs the board.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
And it's Wagner missing. Houston leading by 13 to the paint. KD's shot is off. And the Magic with possession. Here's Banchero. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And Thompson throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
Looking to get back on track here. And finished off by Banchero.
Wow, that's a big finish by a big-time player. Banchero, he is something.
Hits it from three-point range. KD's got 5 points now this quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And the defense has to be aware of KD at all times, especially when he's hovering around that mid-range.
To stand in terms of emerging young stars, Banchero is very high on that list.
Well, he sure is, Kevin, because he can create shots for himself and his teammates. And as we've already seen in his early years, this guy is at his best in the playoffs, and that's a trait you're always looking for.
And so the timeout. Taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Durant. Great D that time from Bane. The Magic trailed by 15. Pass to Bitadze. Back to Jones. Banchero outside. Another miss by Orlando.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
It just moves so fluidly for a guy his size. Durant is an absolute terror to defend on the drive.
Outside, Bane. Just 5 on the clock. And Banchero, here we go.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And so it's the Houston Rockets. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been active and...
Orlando, 31.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Rockets leading by 15. Pass to Okogie. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
My goodness, that is how you attack a bigger defender.
Here's Bitadze. And it's Houston on the break. Okogie misses.
Aggressive move, but that was great D to prevent the easy bucket.
Shepard with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. Pass to Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And the foul on Tari Eason. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Black. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And here's KD for 3. It's good from long range. KD's got 32 points in the game. Pass to Black. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. It's stolen by Adams. Thompson in the corner. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And the Magic making a change here. The Magic trailed by 20. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Flat. Oh, the slam dunk.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Banchero with the ball. Now Smith defending. Now Banchero. Now Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Here's Banchero. Unloads from 13. Can't get it to go. Outside Durant. And stolen by Wagner. And he pounds it home. I had a feeling he wasn't going to lay that one in. No, sir.
Well, you got to credit the quick thinking on that play from Wagner. Seeing a chance to grab the steal and swiping.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
All the officials are all over that one.
An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter, stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center, but in fact, with that wingspan, he's not. And he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league.
Houston leading by 13. Durant, no good, unable to win this run. Bane fires. And the 3 misses. And here are the Rockets now.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Rockets.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game.
would it be televised? You would think it ain't no revolution. You shine a light and translucent. Type crazy, no Cam Newton. These ain't Panthers. These ain't white hoods like movements. We seeing tap dances. Keep seeing crossovers. These ain't hooping. Glossed over. We see it, no fly list. Ain't tripping. In the cut like corpse flower, late bloomer. Talking about the old ways, okay, boomer. Slime put up in the old school. Crooked letter with the Vogue shoes. I know he a straight shooter. Keep a beat like a pacemaker. We some peacemakers, go debate Buddha. Placeholders out here claiming ruler, we going yard. Fairs Bueller got no regard for the new school, I'm so appalled. Don't come at me with the Fisher prices or the tissue paper, no, it's gonna dissolve. On the fringe, I can never come in under par, I'm overgawed. Got it out the mud with 4 strokes like it's motocross. Gotta learn to hold up laws. These days, I know a broken sauce when I see one. Don't give your bread. 6'5", don't hit your head. Like a series finale, I'm going off. Full page, y'all couldn't buy me. Hyenas, this is an elephant graveyard. Got them knocked me, not me. Is you talking about lost sleep? Who don't rap, got to tell me you lost sheep. These is off. I give them more bars, what needed? You need it in bulk, I'm Costco. Got it jumping, these it's not fleet. Is you talking about top 3? They try to tell me it's nachos, a bodega the way that I chop cheese. Secondhand can't clock me. I'm talking this hours, no 15 minutes could ever just stop me. Know where I'm getting my power, but truthfully don't really deal in the problems. Just Godspeed.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Golden State Warriors come in for this one. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
And a late second-round pick, but Tim Quinton Post showing he can contribute.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a true 7-footer, and he has proven he is more than comfortable shooting it from the three-point line. He is a proven NBA player.
Yeah, and you see how Steph altered his pace there. Sometimes it looks like he isn't moving at all, and then bam, he goes warp speed.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular, his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. It's never an easy matchup. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. On its way from Curry for 2, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Outside, Walker. Down low. Here's Nesmith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Puts it up. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Walker. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Curry. Pulls up on the elbow. And the shot falls short this time.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance. But threes are still their best bet.
The shot by Curry, no good. And it's Indiana's ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Pass to Nembhard. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Siakam's shot is off. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Golden State. It's a 5-point game. Here's Green. Walker with the rebound.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Now, here's Green. Pass to Melton. Fires the three. Walker with the rebound.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Now, here's Nesmith. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Melton's shot is good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Walker with a clean look. From outside, off the mark. To the middle. Stolen by Nembhard. In the corner, it's Nesmith. Knocks down the three ball. Nesmith has got 12 points in the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside for Curry. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a three of his own.
Siakam outside. And the Pacers another three.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Healed outside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Back over to you.
They're for real. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And so it's Indiana with it. Following the miss by Jonathan Kuminga. Pass to Furphy. Oh, good with the triple. Warriors trailed by 8. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with a maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Now, McConnell. Following the miss by Jonathan Kuminga from deep. Pass to Jackson. 5 to shoot. McConnell with it. And it's Horford picking him up. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Shot by Podziemski, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Back to McConnell. Outside Jackson. Three-pointer on the way. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Here's Kuminga. Here's Richard. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Pacers leading by 7. Here's Furphy. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Horford. The Pacers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
For the Pacers. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
Melton. And again, no good by Golden State. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Indiana moving it around. The finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
Pass to Neesmith. Hits the front of the rim and out. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Moody's shot is off. Here's Neesmith for 3. Siakam. Hands it from downtown. Siakam's got 8.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
And stolen by Siakam. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Furphy. Back to Siakam. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Oh, Curry is so dangerous in transition.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Now, Neesmith. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Indiana out in front, up 5. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half.
Stephen Curry.
Curry, that's good.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. Now, Nembhard, still scoreless. Pass to Siakam. His 3-pointers off the mark. Warriors trailed by 3. Right side Curry. For the tie, a 3-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best 3-point shooter I've ever seen.
Here's Huff, and he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. In the corner, Moody with it. Kept alive. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. To the inside. And Siakam throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Here's Nembhard. The Warriors making the shot. Melton with the steal for the lead. Left side Curry. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Indiana.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life. Back to you.
Paying tribute. Nice job. Okay, thank you, Allie. Right wing. Pass to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry outside. Beautiful stroke from Curry on the three. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-'90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys, like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
Now, Siakam. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. It's good from long range.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
And a wide open look for Siakam. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Pass to post. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Neesmith can't get it to go. Outside for Curry. Now Moody offline with his three. Here's Walker. Draymond Green with the rebound. It's a tie game in Indiana. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. To the paint. Here's Siakam. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Podziemski. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Here's Furphy. Siakam looking around. They set the pick to take the lead. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pacers lead by 2.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Siakam outside. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Just 5 on the clock. McConnell in the corner. Siakam outside. That's tipped. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now, Hallie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a three? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
Thank you, Allie. Lets it go from deep. Horford with the rebound. The Warriors trail. Outside, Green. And here is Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
For three. Horford pulls it down. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Down he goes for three.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Rattler's a three. Horford pulls it down.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Outside heel. Knocks down the three.
A catch-and-shoot specialist. Hield has a quality jump shot and really makes for precision.
Outside Nembhard. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Warriors leading by 6. No good.
Defensive rebounding is so important, and he fought for that one.
Launches it. He drills the three.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Hit by Horford. Outside Curry. Outside Hield. Misses the three. And here's Indiana. Curry. That one misses. That's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Outside, Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the three. Horford pulls it down. And here are the Warriors now. It's a three-point game. A three-pointer. Good.
And this team believes in Hield. But there, he repays their confidence by executing in the clutch.
Siakam with a tip. Green rips down the board. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Indiana foul. Andrew Nembhard. First personal foul. Second team.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
No time to waste on this possession.
They're going to have to act quickly right here.
Green from outside.
And delivering in the clutch. Siakam with zero fear, wanting the ball when it matters most. That's right. No other option but the foul and hope for some distance.
Second one is good. And both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Safe to say, that should do it. This is why making free throws down the stretch is so important.
Beyond the arc. And it doesn't go. And he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but the foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5. And he is unable to get the second one. So we see the Warriors get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean,
The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. World is watching Gandhi till I'm charged and writing in my book of rhymes. All the words past the margin. The whole of mic I'm throbbing. Mechanical movement. Understandable smooth. Move with the thief's theme. Play me at night, they won't act right. Hip-hop has got me stuck like the mind activation. React like I'm facing time like with pins I'm embracing. Wipe the sweat off my dome on the streets. Suede Timbs on my beats makes my cipher complete. Weather cruising in a 6 cab. I'm on Taro Jeep, I can't call it. The beats make me falling asleep. I keep falling, but never falling 6 feet deep. I'm out for presidents to represent me. Say what? I'm out for presidents to represent me. Say what? I'm out for presidents to represent me. The world is this. The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine. To my man Ill Will, God bless your life. To my peoples throughout Queens, God bless your life. I trick Reeboks on crazy aiming on my baby pictures. Beef with housing, police scriptures that's made. Yet I'm the mal money getting style, rolling foul. The versatile honey sticking wild, golden child dwelling in the rotten apple. You get tackled, caught by the devil's lasso. There's no days for broke days. Pays while all the old folks pray to Jesus, soaking their sins in trays. A holy water, odds against nods. Finger the word best describing my life. To name my daughter my strength. My son, the star, will be my resurrection. Born in correction, all the wrong I did, he'll lead in right direction. How you living large or broke, or charge cards are mediocre. It's yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine.
And now ready to bring you some basketball action. Here we go. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson. And we'll have Allie LaForce reporting for us. Now here's ball. From outside the arc. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. If you think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
And what a wild ride last season for the Warriors, Tim.
Well, it was a roller coaster. They started out hot out of the gate, then they faded, falling all the way to the 11th seed at one point in the West. Then the Jimmy Butler trade righted the ship and got them back in the playoffs.
Here's Knipple. Oh, deflected. Gets stolen by Heel. Green with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. The kick out, Curry. Banked it in off the glass.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. He had been watching highlights of the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight. Back over to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Green, a screen. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Back to Heel. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Post. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul. Green, a screen. And a deep three from Curry. That won't go either for Curry. Here's Ball. Ball's doubled. Pass to Knipple. Fires for three. Knocks down the triple. 3 points. And it's a tie ball game.
Another great pro from my alma mater, Con Knipple, making a name for himself. I mean, this guy has a fantastic J.
It's his first trip to the line. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. This is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
And it's Healed, missing. And Ball will bring it up here for the Hornets. Trailing by 2. Pass to Knipple. Now here's Ball. And a nice finish on the layup.
Yeah, inside ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Here's Curry. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Curry's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Ball. Pass to Bridges. Outside for Sexton. Fires the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Kuminga down low. No points yet. No good with a layup.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
The kick out. Curry. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And here's Knipple from the arc. The Warriors lead by 5. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Sexton. Pass the ball. Charlotte, no good that time either.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Count it.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 9-point cushion at the end. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
Drains the triple. And we're seeing teams now that have found success with Twin Towers inside. What's behind that, Tim?
Well, there's a big difference between positionless basketball and small ball. Key is, if you can be big and skilled, that's a pretty tough combination to match up with.
No matter how the game changes, rebounding is always going to be a factor.
It's always key.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Pass to Miller. Lets the 3 fly. And Charlotte another 3.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Moody on the wing. And here's Horford. And stolen by Bridges. Here's Miller. It's rebounded by Golden State. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Look at Horford just rocketing off the floor. Putting the defense on notice with a big dunk.
And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Here's Knipple. He's got 6. In transition, here come the Warriors. Oh, what an effort from Moody.
The break ignited by Horford's play at the other end. Can't let your guard down around him. He has such a diverse skill set for a player of his size.
And here's Knipple from the arc. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Knipple's got 6 in the quarter. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And defense has been the strength of the Warriors. So what do they need offensively, Tim?
Well, B.A., they need more consistent scoring outside of Steph Curry. Jimmy Butler certainly has helped, but to win at the highest level, it requires more than one three-level scorer.
The defenses have to chase Knipple off the three-point line, or he will just continue torching them from there.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Back over to you guys.
That's his superpower. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And here's Charlotte now. 6-point game. Pass to Diabate. Clock at 4. Here's Miller. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Back to Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
The Warriors lead by 6. From deep. Here's post. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
Pass to Green. Left side Curry. To the wing, right side. And stolen by Sexton. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. In transition, here they come. Oh, Draymond finishing himself.
You can't forget where Green is in transition because he keeps himself ready to score in these situations.
Out to the right wing. And here's Knipple from the arc. On target from range. Knipple's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And it's Hield missing. Hornets trail by 7. Here's Bridges. Yep, that one goes.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Hield. Off the mark there with a 3.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
And you watch Buddy Hield, Tim. A 6'4", sharp shooting guard. Some similarities to your game.
Well, he gets those threes up at a rate I could only dream about back when I played, B.A. The green light that shooters play with these days, I tell you what, it must be nice.
To the middle. Here's Diabate. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Outside, Green. Pass to Hield. Launches it. Diabate grabs the board.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
There's Ball with a 3. Kuminga pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 3. Here's Green. Can't get it to fall. Ball left side. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And here's Knipple from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Knipple's got 21.
And another one from Knipple. I mean, he's in a major groove tonight.
Ball outside. Inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Pass to Miller. Three-pointer. And the Hornets, another 3.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Here's Curry. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Curry's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Using the mid-range area of the floor, Curry, an offensive mastermind.
It's good.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Ball with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Let's go with a 3. Deep range. LaMelo. What focus. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. Pass to Miller. To the inside. Charlotte shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And he knocks down the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Well, Tim, one of the more freakish athletes in the league is Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, Brian, he is electric in transition. His skill level and IQ are still developing, but it's really hard to put a ceiling on his potential.
Pass to Knipple. Fires from deep. Horford pulls it in. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga! Strong like bull.
Yeah, the savvy of Horford on display. Just tremendous passing as a big.
Doubled by Kuminga. Back to ball. From deep. Here's Diabate. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line. That one's off.
At the line for the Hornets.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give him another possession at all.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the vet.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in.
44.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And here's Ball. Miller outside. Ball outside. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown, the Warriors pull it in. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Moody. On the wing, Curry. Outside Podziemski. To take the lead. Here's Moody. The baseline J. Horford can't hit. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Moody from outside. No good. The Hornets with a lead. Pass to Miller. The 3. Counted from distance.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Puts the move on. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Curry's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong. Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. LaMelo working inside.
And Ball makes the intelligent play, using the tried and true pick and roll to create an opening.
Now Hill. Now Green. Let's loose for three. Oh, no good. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Miller. He launches. The triple drops.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Hill fires. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. Hornets leading by 10. Outside Bridges. Now Miller. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Fires the three. Oh, Green rips down the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Charlotte. Shoots a three, and he nails it.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
From deep, Bridges pulls it down. Hornets leading by 10.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Hornets.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Con Knipple.
Well, it's a great night for him, and his impact goes beyond the box score. The relentless energy he plays with fuels his team.
Clock at 6. Outside ball. Oh, it's rebounded by Kuminga. Healed. Can't get the three. Curry with a steal. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach.